Hello everyone, welcome to You Like That Extra, a midweek review show where we dive into movies based on a theme out of a choice that you vote for. So make sure you're following us on Instagram to get into the votes.
Correct.
And pick what movie you want to hear. If you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. And if you're on Spotify or whatever, put up a screenshot. Follow us. Just follow us on Instagram.
Do it.
This week, my name is Jack. One of You Like That Extra. And every week, it's been that way for the past year and a half. I have always been Jack.
And my name is Adam. I'm the other half of You Like That Extra.
But this week too, I am still Jack.
Yes.
God, one day.
It's all right, you've had a long day of work. It's completely understandable, right?
Literally just fucking rolled in the door.
Yeah.
This week the theme was westerns that aren't actually westerns, but are westerns. They're shot like westerns, but they're not set in the 1800s, as you would typically predict.
Yep.
Don't remember what the choices were, but the one that won.
There was No Country for Old Men in there as well.
Yeah. The Rover as well, which is an Australian movie, which looked cool.
And something else.
But the one that won is this one. Disney's 20th Century Fox's X-Men Origins Wolverine 3, Logan. This movie came out in 2017. It was directed by a man called James Mangold, whose name you would have heard 1,000 times this year because he is directing Indiana Jones 5. Who wants that?
Can't wait for that one.
But he also directed Ford vs. Ferrari, The Wolverine, so the second Wolverine movie, and he did 3:10 to Yuma, which is an actual Western.
Yeah.
Christian Bale, fucking crazy cast, and very, very good. He's a great director. I don't care about Indiana Jones 5, but I'm excited by the name James Mangold.
Yes.
2017, it caps off sort of Fox's ownership of the X-Men. Like, fucking the Disney merger was so far in the future, but this was the second last X-Men movie.
Yes.
We're on a train in space. Came out after this. What's it called? Dark Phoenix?
Dark Phoenix.
That came out after this, and absolutely nobody liked it.
Yeah.
This would have been the perfect bookend, but
would have been.
Of course, they
cap
had
off
to
Hugh
do one more.
Jackman's reign.
Yeah, and I hope it actually does, but it looks like it's not going to. Looks like it'll be back. The cast, as mentioned, Hugh Jackman, one of the most iconic castings of all time.
Yep.
He is Wolverine. It's going to be very fucking hard to refill those boots.
Yep.
Introduces Daphne Keane. We've got Boyd Holbrook, Sir Patrick Stewart, and Stephen Merchant.
Mm-hmm.
Had a budget of around $110 million. The number, it was like between this, and the chasm was so fucking large that I just kind of guessed.
Yeah.
Box office, $619 million US dollars. People wanted this movie.
It's big.
I remember the trailer. It was just like you couldn't tell it was a Wolverine movie. Like,
no.
It was
not
crazy
at all.
different. 93% critics, 90% audience, of course. No secret there. Plot: in 2029, mutants are nearly extinct, and the X-Men are nothing now but lost comic book characters. The X-Men comics exist in this universe, which is pretty cool. Professor Charles Xavier is in the care of Logan, aka Wolverine, both of whom have dwindling powers. They're both slowly dying, as they plan they're going to go off to sea to die.
Yeah,
pretty much. That's their plan. A young mutant, Laura, is introduced, and they're seeking a place called Eden, which is a safe haven for mutants to live on and not get hunted down.
Basically,
that's Logan. Adam, what did you think of the movie Logan? You hadn't seen it before, had you?
I hadn't seen it before.
That's crazy to me.
I had I had attempted to watch it fucking eons ago, and then I just kind of stopped because I think I went out somewhere and I just never came back to it.
Yeah.
So I'd always been planning to get back to watching this, but I didn't have like a big drive to want to watch it.
Yeah.
But upon watching it for the first time, good movie.
It's real good, isn't it?
Good movie. I wouldn't say it's the most perfect movie that I've seen.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if it's the story itself or if it's because I'm just a little bit behind in the whole X-Men universe of sorts. I like a lot of what they've done with this movie.
Yeah.
But I just think story-wise, it was just a bit left out there for me.
Okay.
But yeah, in saying that, this movie does so many good things.
Ooh.
Giving this an R rating in the States, it's just fucking ridiculous.
I forgot how fucking violent this movie is. It's insane.
Exactly. It's like it's what
Good
you
Lord.
wanted to see Wolverine doing since the beginning.
It's why people cry out for R-rated Venom movies and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you want to see these violent characters be violent.
Yeah, and it's something like this. Like they fucking nailed it really well.
Yeah.
They didn't sort of overdo it.
It's sparing, yeah.
But they made it effective in every fight that they needed to, and made it look like he's the fucking Wolverine.
It's not sparing. It's like stupendously violent, but the times between violence is spaced out nicely. I think so much happens in this movie. Holy fuck!
Yeah, there's a lot
it's only
going on.
2 hours and 20 minutes, but so much happens.
You've got Sir Patrick Stewart saying "fuck."
He does say "fuck,"
which is great.
He also says "Logan" a lot.
Logan.
Half of his script is just him going, "Logan,
leaving me here with this albino."
Logan,
Logan, you can't do this, Logan.
Go and
She's
help
your
the horses,
daughter.
Logan.
And he's just like, I just want to die, old man.
Logan. But yeah,
about Logan this whole movie.
So yeah, so Wolverine, like, you know, he's not an X-Man anymore. He's, you know, his powers are like fucked. Pretty much, he can't get his claws all the way out.
He's coming to old age.
Yeah, and his healing just pretty much non-existent now. Like, he has to pull one of his claws out, and there's like gross bloody pus and stuff.
Yeah.
So he's just a limo driver.
His healing factor more or less gives him scars now, opposed to a fresh, clean, soft tissue.
Oh god, the makeup is so good.
It is ridiculous.
Like, he looks
great.
Terrible by the end of this movie.
Another good thing that I do enjoy about this is there's not a real big bad given to you in this movie.
Yeah, no.
It's not Boyd Holbrook. That's his name. Yeah,
it's not villain of the week.
Sort of like drives as the villain to this movie, but it's not like hey, it's Wolverine versus fucking this big character.
And when it is, it's just like him.
Yeah,
he fights himself.
It's just a fight.
But
exactly.
It's more about their interpersonal relationships, struggling with mortality when you've been alive for centuries, pretty much.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And what happens to mutants when they do get old? Like, Xavier has dementia and seizures and stuff. Yeah. And one of the lines is like, what happens when the most powerful brain in the world can't be controlled anymore? Because he doesn't have control over it anymore.
Scary situation.
Scary stuff. So, yeah, Wolverine's just keeping him medicated until they can go out and die in case he explodes or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's The Last of Us. It's a road movie. It's... get this girl to this place.
Yeah, you could almost see Hugh Jackman as Joel.
100%. It's just like, learn about yourself. I could never be a dad. Oh, wait, yes, I can. Yeah. It's The Last of Us is this.
Exactly.
So it's just a road movie, basically, but it takes over an hour to get onto the road. Yeah. And when they are on the road, they're not on it for very long. Yeah. But I think of this so much, excuse me, as a road movie.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you definitely can. It is a lot of traveling.
Yeah, Boyd Holbrook's fucking great. Yeah, I reckon.
Yeah, he kills it.
He's so good in this. Like, like you said, he's barely even a bad guy. Yeah, he's just doing his job. He's just like, I need this girl. You don't need to know why. Yeah. Yeah,
it's just don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm not here for anything else. Just
and Wolverine just keeps fucking punching him in the face. Yeah. But yeah, Daphne Keane is great as well. She's fucking annoying when she's just screaming. Like, that's how she got the role in the audition. She just like looked at the script and she was just like, yeah, I kind of get it, and then just started screaming in Spanish.
It's the one thing, like, I could not stand her when she was screaming. Yeah. Every single time, I'm just like, can't shut up. You're proving the point again. Well, I don't want a kid, let alone a mutant fucking kid.
Well, that's why Wolverine didn't want one.
And then when she starts fucking talking, I'm like, this is even worse.
Yeah. And she's mute for some of it, but then she just like fucking screams like a bitch again. Screams in Mexican and just like,
my God.
Just like so fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cripplingly sad and super grim and super bleak. There's no laughs. Like, they don't have any real
there's no
father-daughter moments like you would expect. Like, when you think it's going to happen, like the truck breaks down and Logan's like, his violent rage comes out and he's like throwing shovels at the truck and stuff. Yeah. It's just like they never have that nice father-daughter moment. And I really like that about this. Yeah. Because it just adds to the tone of this movie, which is horrible.
Yeah, which is just downright terrible.
It makes you feel like shit, this movie.
Yeah, but it's just fucking great, isn't it?
So great. And just like, God, the fucking fight scenes, the choreography, the direction. Like, he tried to do as much of it as he could practical.
Yeah.
But obviously when, like, you know, Hugh Jackman can't run that fast or like the location doesn't suit what they're doing for the stunt.
Yeah, well, I mean, his workout schedule was still pretty fucking full on for this.
Yeah.
He's eating 6 meals a day.
Yeah. And
working out for 4 hours.
He dehydrated himself for 2 days before any shirtless or tank top scenes. He has a lot of shirtless and tank top scenes in this movie. And he's been on record and said, yeah, don't do that. Like, to all future action heroes, do not do that.
Yeah.
It's incredibly bad for you. You feel terrible.
Fucking, I wonder why.
It's really hard to come back from. Yeah, so purposely dehydrating yourself. Who would have
okay.
knew?
Not good. Not good, but hey.
But yeah, and, you know, the first scene is a Wolverine fight scene, but it really it shows you where he's at. Because he's just swinging like a rusty gate.
Yeah.
And then he gets shot and then his rage takes over. And, like, that's the character of Wolverine. He's like, he has to be... He's the Hulk, basically, but without a transformation.
Yeah, of course.
And, but he's still just got, like, 2 claws and he's still just swinging wildly. But he has...
It's working.
Yeah, he can do a flip now.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like, that's what happens.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then, later on, there's like a serum. There's like a super soldier serum.
Yeah.
But they couldn't call it that because it was 20th Century Fox.
Yeah, they just called it medicine.
Yeah. And it just, like, it allows him to regen. It allows him to not feel like shit and just keep going.
Yep.
But, yeah, it looks like a Western because, like, their first hideout is in the desert.
Yeah.
And then...
Yeah, it's very, very yellows and oranges and
vastness and Stephen Merchant's character is like, what's his name?
Caliban.
Caliban, who's just like he's
great band.
Basically an albino.
His design looks brilliant.
Yeah, he looks fantastic, and then Stephen Merchant, like, he's a weird looking dude, it was a perfect fit, and I just love it when a comedian just does something serious like this, like out of nowhere.
Yeah,
like a
great.
really cool character.
His eyes always looked fucking mad.
Yeah,
and then they did great when they had him burning in the sunlight.
Yeah.
And his face was like full melting. I'm like, that's some good melting.
Much better than the Blade 2 effects.
Just a bit.
But yeah, he's sort of Professor X light. He can track mutants. He's very smart, and but he's very good because he doesn't snitch. Not
correct.
Not at one point does he snitch.
He's a good guy,
and he gets super tortured, but he never snitches. And he blows himself up with a grenade.
It's a good guy right there. So, that's character building.
Yeah. So anyone growing up with these movies, I think, will be much more affected by it.
Yeah.
Particularly, spoiler alert for this 4-year-old movie, Professor X's death.
Yep.
Because it's so sudden and so shocking. Like, he's going to die because he's, like, basically
they're
knocking on the door the whole movie.
They're prepping you this movie to be the death of Charles Xavier.
Yeah. I didn't expect Wolverine to die in this. I really didn't expect it. I thought he would just go away.
I didn't expect it. Like obviously I knew everything about this movie before I watched it.
Yeah.
But like back then when I read it, I was just like, oh shit, what, really?
Yeah.
He's gone.
I honestly just thought he would go off into hiding or whatever because they would want to keep Hugh Jackman. Just in case.
Yeah.
A future. But then of course,
Yeah, no, I think it's the right thing, especially for the way that they did this movie. You can make it a worthy death. Yeah,
100%. Yeah, it's definitely earned. Super effective.
And plus, I think, they knew that Jackman is done after this for it. And it was just like 17 years.
It's a good run.
He took a pay cut to get this movie R-rated.
Yeah.
So they could do it fucking right.
Thank God. Because his death is extremely violent.
It is extremely violent, but it's amazing to see.
Yeah. But yeah, Professor X, like, you just don't see it coming at all because it's halfway through the movie as opposed to at the end.
It's not a sort of led into moment.
No, and there's no nice goodbyes or anything because Logan's out doing something else.
Yeah,
and then Charles just gets stabbed by another Logan, X-24.
Yeah,
because Logan is 23.
Yes,
or maybe the kid's 23.
I think the kid's 23.
Logan might be number 1 because it's his spaff. Yeah. It's his spaff that made all the mutants.
X number X.
X-Men Origins.
X somewhere in the 20s.
It's fucking crazy that this is the 3rd movie in the X-Men Origins trilogy. Like, the quality jump is hilarious.
Oh, it's ridiculous.
I cannot believe that X-Men Origins Wolverine is the first movie. And this movie is the last one.
Yeah, it's just incredible. The whole X-Men franchise and then this one.
Yeah. It's weird. Yeah, it's weird because there was so much goodwill in the first two movies.
Yeah.
Like, the first one's not great.
Yeah, but it's like passable for 2000.
Yeah, and then number 2 is astonishingly good.
Yeah.
Like, just out of nowhere, it was fucking
it was just like,
fantastic.
wow,
It
that was
like,
great.
yeah, it was on par with Spider-Man 2.
Yeah, and then you got 3.
And then you got 3, which is just an absolute...
Boy, that was the last stand, wasn't it?
Oh, far out. Except it wasn't because they did the trilogy again.
Exactly right.
Yeah, I don't love First Class.
Haven't watched it.
I know everyone loves it. I love Days of Future Past. Apparently,
Haven't watched it.
Apparently, nobody likes that. And then I didn't watch Apocalypse or Dark Phoenix.
Yeah, apparently Apocalypse, everyone felt sorry for Oscar Isaac
Yeah.
having to do Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Because
Does he
Oscar
like-
Isaac's a great guy.
Yeah.
He
And
just
it's
got
like
shafted.
so much work.
At least
to
he's
get
had
into that
redemption
costume.
since then.
Yeah. But, oh, God. Just for that movie. Like, you want to sit in the chair every morning for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's another thing with this, too, is there's no silly costumes. Like,
Yeah, no.
it's established that the X-Men just disbanded on good terms and, you know, someone bought the rights to their story. So, like, Logan mentions it at one point. He's like, yeah, this kind of happened, but
Yeah,
the
something
rest
happened
didn't.
once and then it was just all just made up.
Yeah. And Eden is kind of based on the school, but
Yeah.
not really because it's
Yeah,
like it's a cave,
It's
basically.
made by a bunch of fucking kids.
Yeah. Turns out Eden's real.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of kids there.
Just hanging out.
With very vague powers. One of them has ice breath.
Yeah. the
One
other
of them
can
makes
control
trees.
Earth.
Yeah. It appears two of them. Oh, no, one of them lifts a truck with his mind or whatever.
Yeah, and then the other one like moves branches and
Yeah.
vines and shit.
Yeah, that's how Boyd Holbrook meets his demise. He gets, like, rooted down into the
Well,
grass.
he's really getting fucked by all
That's
angles.
brutal. Yeah, he doesn't have a good run.
No.
He doesn't get a single W.
He looks cool through the whole movie.
Yeah.
And you think, yeah, this guy's just
Yeah.
he's just chill, he's backseat,
Yeah.
taking as is, and then at the end it's just like
And it's funny because
Why?
you think he's the big boss, he's the security guy, and then
Yeah.
the doctor comes in and just talks to him like he's a little dumb baby. He's just
Yeah.
like, no, you're just a mercenary. I'm in
Yeah.
charge. Like, shut the fuck up and do your job, right? So he doesn't get a single dub,
nah.
not one, and then he just dies in the grass.
Yep.
But yeah, so the best sequence, I think, is that first fight at the compound they're hiding out in, when like all the mercs show up and they don't know what's her name, Laura.
Yeah.
They don't know Laura's there, and then she comes out and just fucking fucks everyone
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, she goes
Like, that's an
fucking
incredible
spree.
fight sequence,
Yeah.
and long too. It's like 10 minutes long.
Yeah, like another cool one is when Xavier's freaking out in the hotel at the casino.
Yeah.
And he's having his seizure fit and everyone's sort of like fucking frozen, and Logan gets up to the hotel room and he just starts stabbing into everyone.
But super slowly.
But super slow-mo.
Yeah, because when Xavier's having his seizures, it's like slow motion, like the world.
Yeah,
sort of
everyone's like
stops,
paralyzed
and there's
essentially.
like ringing in their ears and stuff.
But then the best thing is like the fucking bad guys, like they can move their eyes so they can see
Yeah.
Logan coming,
And like
they just
like,
can't do anything.
his
but just-
claws aren't out, and he just like rests his fist against someone's like cranium, and then like puts him out and
Just
goes
like-
through. It is fucking brutal.
There's one he goes like straight under the jaw,
Yeah.
and as he rips it out, you see this pool
Yeah.
of blood just coming. I'm like, this is
God,
Wolverine.
it makes so much sense. That's what you want to see. So
when a
fucking
guy has
badly.
claws like that,
Yeah.
you want to see
And when
fucking ripping
he's
people to
fucking
shreds.
untethered as hell, and his rage
Yeah.
knows no bounds. Like you just want to see him tear people's heads up. There's two very funny practical decapitations,
Yeah,
like two very elegantly made heads that they roll towards the camera, and it's funny both times.
it is. Yeah, I can get used to this.
Like it's brutal and it's like super violent. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh shit, like that kid can cut a whole head off.
Yep.
But like the way it rolls to camera is very campy and just like, this is why I love
It's-
movies. This is what I love about movies.
What you want to see?
But yeah, I don't know. It's just such a good movie.
Yeah,
Like I don't know.
but it is just such a dramatic turn for the whole X-Men franchise.
Yeah.
And you just look at it and going, yep, they put all their eggs in this basket. We're not going to get another good X-Men movie after this.
Nope. No, probably not.
Because Jackman's like, no, I'm done. Even though he's probably going to come back for a Deadpool.
Well, yeah,
He's going
to. I should have written
with
it down,
Reynolds,
but he
man.
did say something about he was super done with Wolverine after Days of Future Past.
Yeah.
And then Ryan Reynolds was like, can you do something stupid in Deadpool?
Yeah.
And he said no, and then he saw Deadpool, and he was like, fuck, I should have done it.
And Reynolds is just keep tugging on his tail like
little
you want to do it, don't you?
bobbleheads and stuff.
Does not stop.
Yeah. And then, is it Deadpool 2 where all the first class people are in there?
Yeah, Deadpool 2, they got the first class, so they got McAvoy and...
But there's no
Beast and all
Wolverine,
that.
right?
No, you get the throw into Logan because he's got a toy of Logan's dead body spinning on
on the
thing.
tree.
And he's just like, Logan fucking full out died. He's like, I'm going to get that treatment now. Fuck you.
Yeah.
So the big thing was getting the class of X-Men in there.
Yeah.
So then now the big thing is going to be getting Wolverine into there and Jackman to do maybe not like a full role. But
He'll be in it. He'll definitely be in it as a joke.
He's going to be in it because Jackman is still a very, very young and jacked person.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a guy that just seems to keep going and going. He's
Can't
not
stop.
getting any fucking younger.
Like he's more singing and dancing these days.
A lot of singing and dancing.
But he's still going. He's
But-
still kicking along.
Yeah, he can probably still put on a good little suit.
Yeah. So and like more with the gore is like on the farm when X-24 gets shot in the head.
Yeah.
And like he can't heal at that moment, so his head actually like gets fucked up, and then you see it healing later. It's like
Yeah.
it's so good. Like I don't know who did the
it's
sound
great.
design of that, but it's like
Yeah.
it's disgusting.
Give them their money.
It's so disgusting, and
It's
he's
brilliant.
and he's like pinned against the truck, and like, man, who thinks of this shit? You see violence in movies like this, and you're like, is the people who wrote this okay? Yeah, how do you think
for
of
so many movies?
some of this shit?
Yeah.
But yeah, how does X-24 die? Does he get blown up?
He
gets
gets
a truck thrown on him.
Yeah, but then
he's
he gets shot with the adamantium bullet from
Oh, yeah.
because Logan was saving that
Yeah.
for himself because obviously it's sort of going to be the only way that he can die.
Yeah, and Logan's
not
like
regenerate.
impaled through a tree, but he has this moment. It's this great moment of acting by Hugh Jackman where he's a little bit pissed.
Yeah.
It's just like, like I'm on this tree. I might not die real quick. Like I still wanted to shoot myself.
Yeah.
And he's considering yelling at Laura, but then he's just like, I'm just gonna die.
Yeah. I
die on this tree.
This is about it.
And he dies halfway through saying something nice and fatherly to her, which is fucking brutal.
Yep.
And then he gets a very nice send off. He gets buried just wherever he is, I guess.
Just in a fucking mountainside somewhere.
Fuck, it'd be easy to bury him with all the people who can move Earth.
You'd fucking want to think so.
Don't have to dig.
I guarantee there was some cunt using a shovel.
Yeah, 100%.
And they were just all looking at him laughing, going,
Because they're kids.
mate, are you fucking serious?
They're kids. They don't think laterally.
One of the
just
funniest
yet.
things in that sequence of the kids running through the forest
Yeah,
was the little chubby black kid.
little chubby kid. Yeah, he gets.
Because the way that he was like moving is the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And he's got a decent kip to him. Like he's got some pace behind
He's
him.
got a bit of pace.
Yeah,
Like,
but he's
put him up against a bunch of the other kids. Yeah, for sure, he's gonna smoke him out.
yeah,
But against the adults that have longer
just
longer legs to run with.
absolutely get him immediately.
Yeah, completely nailed him. But it's just he just had this like saunter to him. I'm just like, oh man, this kid got chops. He's really going for it. Like he's acting like he's gonna fucking die if he gets caught.
Yeah.
Props
And
to that kid.
one of those kids is Daphne Keene's stunt person.
Yeah.
Don't remember which one. I don't think it's Ice Girl. It's one of them. Is
Sure.
Daphne Keene's, and she's an incredible stunt person because Laura has claws in her feet as well. So there's lots of like scorpion kicks and shit. It's like that's a fucking kid doing that. That's amazing. Or maybe just a really small
Could be
teenager.
Small, yeah.
But yeah, like god damn, the stunt work in this is amazing. And
Yeah, stunt work's good.
Hugh Jackman, like I know he nearly fucking killed himself to look that good, but he looks insane.
He really does.
I know we mentioned it before, but he looks insane.
Even with the old man look, it's just like, no, good work.
Yeah, and he looks like shit for the whole movie as well. Like, and just gradually he's getting sicker. He's got, I keep wanting to say Calypso. I don't know why I'm thinking that. Isn't that an ice cream in Australia?
Calippo.
Caliban keeps saying just like, you're sick on the inside. So you're like, oh, is it cancer? Is it whatever? Like, but no, it's just old age because he can't read anymore. He has to get like service station reading glasses and stuff.
Which I
So
love.
there's a bit of humor in it.
There's the slightest, but it's really going the whole 9 yards to give you a beautiful send off, and the the perfect Wolverine.
Yeah.
After all these years.
And, just like, as far as sending off your character like an iconic final moment when she turns the cross to an X, it's a bit fucking cheesy and it's a bit stupid. Yeah, but in the world, it makes sense because she loved the X-Men comics. Yeah. She looked up to Wolverine as the leader of the X-Men. So it makes sense within the world. It's very nice. I was howling crying in the theaters watching it.
I could only imagine.
From the moment Hugh Jackman was on the tree, and that's like 6 minutes to the credits, I was fucking weeping. I was so like, I was just so attached to X-Men 2, particularly X-Men 2 growing up.
Yeah.
So yeah, it I was the perfect demographic for this movie.
Yeah, and it worked on you.
Yeah,
it got you.
Ah man, such a good movie. I just can't believe how good it is.
Yeah, it is. It's
like
decent.
All the movies that preceded it and a couple of the movies that followed it, I just can't believe that this is as good as it is, as different as it is. Yeah,
it really needs to set the benchmark for Disney to be like, our ratings work.
Please, yes.
So don't fuck up Deadpool 3, don't fuck up Blade.
And a lot of the Venom 2 reviews are, it's PG.
Yeah.
This is
they're like, it was good. Dark.
Yeah.
But if it was rated a bit higher...
And they're like, boy, it should have been...
Then it really could have been effective.
Yeah, and like Carnage is... this isn't a Venom 2 review. We'll do that one day.
Yeah, we'll
but
get that soon.
Apparently Carnage, like, there's just so much cutting away and then implied head eating or whatever. Like, you just want to see it.
You really want to see it. It's just harder for that market.
Yeah.
I think they really want to tie in more stuff and keep it with that childish demographic.
Yeah. And I'm not asking for Avengers Endgame to have decapitations in it. I know that's not the movie for it. But characters like this, like Logan, like Blade, as you said. Blade's going to be R, right? I don't remember if they said that, but fuck, it better be.
I don't know if they formally said yes, but I'm hoping it's fucking yes.
Fucking should be.
If you're going vampires, man, you can't have some fucking PG-rated vampires.
Nah. Turn them to dust. That's how they got around it.
I will sooner watch Blade Trinity 30 times on repeat.
Which we should do one week, honestly.
We probably should do one week, yeah.
Anyway, that's the movie Logan.
Yeah. Good movie.
Logan.
Oh, Logan.
I've been doing that ever since I've been watching it. Just walking around just going, Logan! Logan! Especially since I was home alone for so long on Monday. Just the whole house, just the whole day just going, Logan.
Oh, God.
Oh, Logan. It's so fun to do. If you're listening, try it right now. If you're in the car, it's so fun to do.
100%.
The movie Logan, it's a beautiful send-off. It's an incredible movie. Just a fucking riot. But it's also very grim and bleak. So, be warned before you watch it.
Yeah.
That has been You Like That Extra for this week. If you're listening on YouTube, again, watching on YouTube, I should say, please like, please subscribe, please share it around. There's a link tree in the bio. You can find everything there. Merch at YouLikeThatPodcast.store. If you're on Spotify, go to Instagram, check us out, chuck up some screenshots.
Yeah.
We don't know what the main review this week is going to be, but last week we did the movie Old.
Yes, M. Night Shyamalan's newest film.
It's terrible. It's a fucking terrible movie. If you haven't listened to that episode yet, go back and listen to it.
Definitely listen to it because it is one of the weirdest episodes we've done.
Yeah. If you like us fucking dying inside, like, you're going to like that.
That one is a physical representation of us dying
We've had some feedback where people prefer us to rip into a movie. People were very happy with Van Helsing and how much we hated it. Yeah. I love loving movies. I don't want to hate movies, all right?
Yeah.
I don't want to, but Hollywood makes it so hard.
Yeah. No, they make it very easy to hate movies these days.
Next week is Rian Johnson's Looper. It won by 2 votes.
Fuck.
Over 12 Monkeys. It was extremely close. Prince of Persia got 1 vote. And guess whose it was?
That was me. Hercules.
We might do that. We'll do a video game week or something. But yeah, we'll see you on Sunday for the audio main episode.
Yeah.
Tuesday for the video main episode. That's the same episode. We just split the audio and video.
Yeah.
And then next Thursday for the audio and video of You Like That Extra.
Oh.
It's only 2 videos a week in your sub box if you're on YouTube, so we won't clog it up.
It's pretty good.
Until then, and, in the time between now and then, I will remain to be Jack. I am one half of both You Like That Podcast and You Like That Extra.
Sweet, yeah. So my name is Adam. I think I've said it before, but if I haven't, it's Adam. And I'm also a portion, also known as a half, the other half in in retrospect.
Correct.
Obviously, you like that podcast and you like that extra podcast.
Very good.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.